There's been a new Pacharino for Age of Empires. I've heard some controversies. So there's a new patch. What edition number is it this time? 162286. Exciting patch. This patch brings bug fixes, balance changes, plus paves the road for the Empire Wars 1v1 ladder reset. That will become the Red Bull Londinium ladder from January 2nd. It's January 2nd? I thought it was starting later. Damn, it's just a month and we have to go grind the Red Bull already. Red Bull looks sick, by the way. If you haven't heard, the tickets are out. So if you want to get tickets for what's likely to become the main peak Age of Empires event, at least up until now, don't miss out. Final Royal Albert Hall in London, capacity of 3,000 people. It's gonna be sick. So do check it out. Build Spotlight, temporary reset of Empire Wars 1v1 ladder during Red Bull Vol. Okay. It's mainly paving the road for AoE 2D Empire Wars ladder. Okay. Top 4 players advance into the main event, while 5th to 12th place finishers gain an advantage for the last chance qualifier. Ticket links. Check out the Red Bull Twitter. It's not hard to find if you just go and check out Age of Empires Twitter. Sorry, X, and you will find it. Why is it being reset? To ensure an even playing field for all competitors. How does it affect you? Not really. Game. So, stability. Yes, yes. Gameplay. Hairs would decay faster than expected. Didn't know that. I don't know how that happens, but okay. So, they've changed chicken type animals. So, hares, chicken, bunnies, whatever, to have 10 more food. I think this is nice because it gives you a bit of a more... Like, usually now when you send 2 villagers to take a chicken, they would come back with like 25 food each because the rest of the food would be rotting. Now it's going to be like a natural trip where they're both almost maxing out their resources before coming back. So it feels like it's more intuitive than to a long distance gather chicken, which I think is nice. Eagle Warrior cost reduced from 25. So they've reversed this change. Eagle Warriors got 5 extra food cost because they were broken. And now they've gone back to their original cost. Because mesocivs generally are struggling right now. So I feel like that's probably a fair change. We'll see how this impacts things. Gambeson's cost has been changed to 50 food, 100 gold. Also a buff for Gambesons. Yeah, I don't see a problem with that. We still don't see infantry as much as they probably like, so I'm fine with that. Traction Trebuchet reload time increased to 11 seconds from 9. Their bonus damage against buildings has also increased accordingly because of the change. And they're slower now. This all makes sense. Traction Trebuchets are some of the best units in the game. And one of the reasons they're also extra good is because they kill units. And now, since they have 2 seconds more reload time, they won't kill units as effectively, but they'll still do roughly the same, or maybe even more damage against buildings. So I think this is a good change. It will make Traction Trebuchets not as OP, hopefully. Armenians, Warrior Priest cost reduced to 30 food, 50 gold instead of 30, 60. Change no one asked for, but I didn't do it. I guess you didn't see enough Warrior Priests, but they were still very convenient on certain maps, especially like water maps so you can land churches and whatnot. Or if you just make a priest to go and pick up relics. But maybe they want to see them more being this part of their name, warriors. So maybe this will make them more viable. I don't know. Bulgarians. Krepos can now train petards. Not sure if that changes too much, but yeah, could be some scenarios where that can be would be good. So let's see. Flemish militia movement increased. Why? Flemish militia are pretty good right now. Why do they need the movement speed boost? I don't know. I mean, it's not a massive speed, right? It's 0.04. It's not massive, but okay. Fine. Georgians, Asnori cavalry takes 20%. Like cavalry mounted units now take 20% less population space instead of 15. And their upgrade cost has been reduced by 200 food. And fortified churches improved nearby villagers' bonus area improved from 8 to 9 tiles. How many people sat around playing Age of Empires thinking, Georgians, you know what? Those guys need a buff. I don't know what the devs are smoking, but... okay. For some reason, we have buffed Georgians. I mean, this is a tech that you didn't see too much anyway, so it's not the end of the world. But why do the churches need to be better? They're already so good. I don't agree with any of this, but okay. I don't know exactly why they did that, but okay. Jurchens, Iron Pagoda base reload time. So they attack faster now. Mounted units and fire lances attack fast. Yeah, who was playing Jurchens and thinking, you know what, their cavalry aren't good enough. And fire lances aren't good enough. Why? This was already such a good bonus. Pagoda was already pretty good. If you want to change Jurchens, and if they're not good enough, change something else. But they are already arguably top 15 civilization in the game. Same with Georgians. Why are these two civs getting buffed? Ketons, mounted trebuchet, lingering fire tile area increased and lingering fire duration increased. So the mounted trebuchets that don't get to be played too much have gotten a bit of a buff. That's fair enough. Pasture, cost increased from 100 wood to 110. So it's going to be a bit harder to make a pasture. In return, each animal food will have 10 extra food. So it costs 10 extra wood, but you're going to have like, what is that, 30 or 40 more food on each pasture? But the construction time is also increased. So it's going to be a little bit harder to get the pastures up and running, but they will last a little bit longer. So I'm not sure if this changes too much, honestly. Ketons will probably still be very broken. Apologies. Persians, command run effect improved archer line, so they cost 50 wood instead of 60 wood now. That's fine. Shu lumberjacks now generate 7% food in addition to wood while chopping trees. That's fine, 2%. In total now, this has gone from 10% to 7%. I think that's a good change because Shu are pretty good. Spanish, elite conquistadors attack increased from 18 to 19. Elite conquistadors are so good already. I do not think they needed an extra attack. I mean, it doesn't really change. You go from 18 to 19 attack. That's already, it's not, like you already do so much damage, so one extra damage is not a big deal. It doesn't change too much. But the cost as well has been changed. 300 food cheaper. I think conquistadors were already really good. So I don't think they needed this, but I mean, it's going to make it easier to pull it off, I guess. Tatars, Kashik HP increased from 110 to 120 and 140 to 145. So 10 in Castle Age, 5 in Imperial Age. I don't know why. Also, the elite upgrade is way cheaper now, 300 gold. I have no idea, because I think Kashik is already such a good unit. I don't know why, but okay. Turks, gold miners mine 5% faster than before. I don't know why. Turks might go, okay. This was already such a good civ bonus for Turks. I don't know what difference or what led them to want to give them 5% more. But okay. Giant Swordsman train time is increased though from 27 to 35. That's a significant increase. 8 extra seconds per Giant Swordsman. It is fair though because Giant Swordsmen are pretty strong, especially with that timing when you hit castage before your opponent and get those units up and running. They're pretty strong. Yeah, there are some changes in here that I personally find quite questionable. Didn't see the need for. I guess the devs feel like Keshik are not played enough. This, I don't know why. Conquistador is probably not played enough. Mounted Trebuchet probably not played enough. Pagoda probably not played enough. But yeah, I don't know if I agree with a lot of those changes. Are these the Red Bull maps or what? I believe this might be the 9 Red Bull maps. Added 9 new random maps. Crownwood. Seems like a interesting map. Dorothea Quarry. There's like a water in the middle. Oysters for gold. And there's elevation on the side. Okay, but you start kind of in the pit. Glacish. Glaciers. It seems like you start with a wall, but you have a gap into the center. But there's also water around your base. Interesting. Hengehold, Stonehenge. Encircled by relics and roaming wildlife. Okay. Loch Ness. So in Loch Ness Lake. Kind of water map. It looks like there's shallows in the middle though, so you can cross with land units. Rampart. A lot of maps seem quite similar. This one looks different though with the stone in the middle. So you have to kind of go around to get to the middle. Thames, the River Thames. Thames? Seize the Royal Albert Hall to gain population bonus or control the south of the map for unlimited supply of golden stone. Wait, so if you control like a wonder up here, which is apparently a Royal Albert Hall, you get extra population space? What if you have like 220 pop and you lose it? Well, I guess you just go down to 200 pop again. And down there is Golden Stone. Okay, this will be interesting, but Thames. Okay, yeah. River Thames. Okay. But it seems like this will be like kind of working like one of those, you know, King of the Hill, where you get resource in the center. You don't get resources here, but you get population. So that can still be quite massive. But that also makes it feel like if you manage to take control of this, you already have a lead, kind of, if you're able to secure this. And then you just have a bigger lead. But I don't know. We'll see. Also, it's going to be played on Empire Wars mostly. Although I would imagine they introduced these civs, guys and civs, these maps into random map as well, since they are presented as 9 new random maps. So we'll probably see them in regular random maps as well later. Vulpine. Some foxes here, probably with gold you can hunt. Cool. Monks will no longer successfully convert buildings and siege units from large distances or those that cannot be converted, such as wonders. However, some rare cases remain where the AI can still attempt to convert town centers. Okay. Wait, so I have not fixed the monks moving slower? Is the monk bug still in there? Is this patch still live? Yes, it is. Nothing about the monks slowing down bug mentioned. That's a bit disappointing. Okay. Anyway, what to say overall? I think there are some changes there that I find quite strange. But I guess I mean, I have been wrong in the past. The devs have been right in the past about balance changes where I've thought differently, but they've actually been right. So I'll withhold my judgment a little bit here. But for now, there are some changes there where I'm like, just question mark, why kind of thing. But okay, we'll see. New patch is always good though. Hopefully it fixes things as well. And let's see.